welcome to Sudson Country. Hi, I'm Herb Sudson. On this show, I'm very happy to say I have Grand Ole Opry member, Mr. Porter Wagoner.
Herb, how you doing?
I'm fine. Welcome to the show, my friend.
Well, thank you.
Hey, when someone mentions your name, they think of flashy costumes, country music superstar in the truest sense, and a showman on stage without equal.
Well, I tell you, the flashy costume is certainly not this.
No.
But I just got off the stage
Yes.
and just was relaxing when we're doing this, so this is not...
You got half of it on.
Well, I got part of it on there.
Yeah.
Well, that's a nice compliment that people refer to me that way. I take a lot of pride in what I wear on stage. I think that's one of the very important things. It's where you look nice for the people that paid their money to see you, and try to entertain them where they enjoy themselves.
What made you go to the sequins and the diamonds or the rhinestones or whatever, you know, the flashy costumes?
Well, I went to that back in 1953. There was nobody doing that then, and it wasn't actually my idea. It was a man by the name of Mr. Nudie and Manuel that worked for him, and it was their idea because they never had made any costumes for anyone in 1953 with rhinestones and stuff on them, where they had a lot of flash on stage. And so they just, people liked them, and they would just applaud when I'd go out and go, wow, you know, and they'd see them because they are truly very expensive clothes, but they are kind of breathtaking to look at if you've never seen them.
That became a sort of a nameplate for you?
Yes, it did, yes.
Without those costumes, people say, Porter Wagoner, who?
Yeah, I think people would be very disappointed if they came to see me and I didn't wear a very nice, flashy outfit. I think if I wore blue jeans and stuff on stage, they'd be disappointed.
A little bit disappointed. You look what you're wearing. You know,
Yeah.
they know you're a load of boots. My boots are. Look at this. Look at this. What a put down. What a. I'll tell you. Look at me.
Well, now yours, I got some at home, Herb, that looks like that. Mine all are not rhinestones, but on stage I feel like it's a must to have the best you got.
Let's talk about Porter of today. The right combination is your band right now.
The Wagon Masters. We changed the name of the band,
When?
Herb,
When?
just last week. So, but the Wagon Masters is what the band used to be named.
Called, sure.
Yes, and it seemed like a natural thing. I got to talking to my management and the people in my office. I said it's kind of foolish to not use the Wagon Master.
Yeah.
It's a natural, so that's what we did.
It was always Porter Wagoner and the Wagon Master since I've been.
Exactly.
Well, I don't want to say. No.
Thank you, Herb.
How many records have you made with this band? Have you cut any records with this?
No, but we're going to. We're going to do an album this year. We're looking forward to that. They're great musicians, a great band.
How long has this band been together, this Wagon Master?
About probably 6 months.
Didn't you have an all-girl band for a while?
I did, yes.
What happened to that?
Well, the all-girl band just was really a lot of problems. Not with me and the girls per se, but the girls getting along with themselves.
That's so.
There were six people in the band, and for some reason they were all young musicians and they were just starting out, and they couldn't get along very well with each other. And I've been around a long time, and I don't like problems. You know, I don't want problems. And when you travel together and live together on the road, so I just decided it wasn't such a good idea, and I just disbanded.
I remember being in Nashville one day. You were on the stage at the Grand Ole Opry, and all the girls were playing there. And then I heard, and then I see another band out here. I had not realized that you had changed.
Yeah, I have. And this band it's kind of hard for a bunch of girls to travel on the road together and get along with each other, you know.
Hey, you travel much with the band? How many?
Oh, yeah, I travel with them most all the time. I fly to a few days.
I know, but I mean, no, I don't meant that. I mean, how many days on the road you go out now?
This year we'll work about 115 days.
That's pretty
so it's
good.
quite a lot, more than I've been used to working.
Yeah.
But I'm enjoying it. The fans are great, and I have a good time.
You have a name, pal.
Well, thank you.
Let's talk about Porter Wagoner in the early days. How about the grocery clerk days?
Well, that was the beginning of my singing career. I worked in a grocery store, and the guy that I worked for, he liked to hear me sing, and I kept a guitar back there. He got the idea to sponsor me on a radio show.
That's right.
So we did a radio show 3 times a week, and that was the very beginning of
1951.
That's right, of my career started then.
From there you went to the Ozark Jubilee with Mr. Red Foley.
That's correct, exactly.
And how long did that last?
I stayed there till 1957, and I moved to the Grand Ole Opry in 1957, and I've been there since then.
Did you get an education working with Red Foley?
Absolutely. He's one of the greatest men I've ever worked for, and really a marvelous entertainer. And he helped me a great deal. Showed me a lot about country music, especially about entertaining people and how to talk to people on stage and so forth. He was a great person.
He was a great country entertainer.
Yes.
Your first #1 single, 1955, before you got to the Opry.
Yes, Satisfied Mind. Yes.
Exactly. Did you write that song?
No, I didn't. It's a great song. It was written by a guy by the name of Red Hayes and Jack Rhodes, 2 writers.
How many people recorded that song since you had it a #1 hit?
Oh, I probably...
I played it by dozens of artists already.
There's been probably 50 or 60 people recorded. Great song.
You joined the Opry in '57. What number were you? Do you remember? They go by, didn't they? They did a certain number?
Yeah, I'm not sure which that I was. I believe it was in the 40s or 50s one.
They just
but I joined in February of 1957.
All right. Who introduced you to the Opry? Do you have to be asked to the Opry?
Well,
how do they go about that?
The head of the Opry, which is now Hal Durham, he's the man that says who they want. He accepts the members or goes to get the members they want. At the time that I moved there, a guy by the name of Ott Devine was running the Opry. He has since retired. And he was the one that asked me if I would like to be a member of Grand Ole Opry, which, needless to say, I was, you know, just, it's the highlight of my life, becoming a member.
Auditorium?
Yes, yeah.
How about your TV show in '61?
Well, that started from the Grand Ole Opry. They were looking at people there to get someone to do a syndicated television show. The show ran from 1960 to 1981, 21 years.
Wow.
So it was really a long-running television show, which fans have just been so great to me, you know, to accept me that long.
Did it originate out of the Opry?
No, we did it there in Nashville. Channel 4 was where we filmed the show at.
Back in 1967, you found Dolly Parton.
Yes, I was looking for a new girl singer. My television show, Norma Jean was the girl who sang on my show, and she'd been there almost 7 years, and she was wanting to get off the road and get married and have some children and settle down. And so I was looking for a girl singer. And I auditioned a lot of girls that time, probably, I don't know how many really, probably 75 or 80 maybe. And Dolly struck me as a girl that would be different. I was looking for someone really different than Norma Jean, where people wouldn't be comparing the two of them. So, and I felt like Dolly would be a star, in which it's proven to be that she certainly is.
Undoubtedly.
Yes.
The two of you had quite a collection of awards as duets.
Yes, we did.
Grammys and CMAs. And how many #1 hits did you have with her? Do you recall?
I really don't. Herb, I believe, I have no idea. We've had a bunch of albums and a lot of success as a duet. And I truthfully, and I'm not being prejudiced, I just think that Dolly and I was a great country duet. A natural blend, you know, and so I'm very proud of the things we've done together.
Well, you were CMA duo 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. That partnership ended in '74. What did you do after '74? You produced other artists?
Yeah, I produced records, and I didn't travel for a couple of years, and a lot of people thought I was taking off because Dolly had left my show. That wasn't the reason. I just, excuse me, I just needed some time to, for myself to relax for a while. I'd really been working hard the past, 7 or 8 years of my career during that time, so that's why I wanted to just take off some time and not do a lot.
You produced other acts other than country?
I did a couple of records, yeah. I did a album on Joe Simon, black guy, soul singer, great singer. And then I did a kind of a disco type album for a group there in Nashville. I just did those mainly because I owned a studio there. Wanted some projects to work on that were different than country. Give me a chance to just dabble around in some other things.
Nothing wrong with that. Tell us about what's in Locker 84 backstage of the Opry. We were talking about it at the beginning of the show.
Well, that's my locker backstage there that I keep my several my suits in and my boots and stuff. You'll find these boots.
They're incredible.
Well, actually not these, but these are there part of the time. You know, years ago, I used to have to carry 6 or 7 different colored boots on the road to go with my suits. I'd take a purple suit, a lavender suit, a red suit, and a white suit, and have to take 4 pair of boots. I finally wised up. I got a silver pair and a gold pair. Hell, to go with everything.
Everything. Keep them in the bus.
Exactly. I carry 1 pair of boots now. So that's, and the gold pair's in the locker now, and I got the silver ones.
How many suits do you have that look like similar to this?
Well, I have about 50-some. 50-some over the years, yeah. And they're all different colors, and that's why that I come up with an idea of getting a silver and gold pair of boots, and it works with any of them.
Just a curiosity, what's the value of each? Do you mind revealing that, or is it
these
not
suits?
The whole suit with the boots, the whole deal?
About probably over $10,000 worth of boots. The suit itself is about $10,000, $300 or $400.
You better not gain weight, pal.
I know it.
You'll be
Good
out
incentive to not gain weight.
Hey, what message is sewn inside of all your jackets?
It says hi. When I open the jacket up, it says hi inside.
How about the Winter Boat Company?
Winter Boat Company, I helped them design a fishing boat.
Yes, sir.
Great boat, too, and it's called the Nighthawk. It's for night fishing. Yeah. And I like to fish at night. It's, you know, during the summer months. No good in the winter, it's too cold. But great company, and they built me just the best boat I've ever had in my life.
Do you endorse it in any way?
Well, no, I just, you know, they just did it for me because I wanted a night fishing boat.
Awards over the years, any unusual ones? Anything unusual that you said, whoa, that's me?
Well, just being a member of the Grand Ole Opry all these years, them awarding me that pleasure and that privilege, and the fans, it's almost like an award for the fans to come see me, you know, at my concerts and stuff, because, gosh, I've been around 32 years.
No kidding.
You know,
I remember you back.
So that's really an award for me, actually.
Who were your idols as you were growing up?
Roy Acuff and Ernest Tubb.
Wonderful.
Hank Snow, Bill Monroe.
And you had the pleasure of working with them after you idolized them so long?
Sir. That was the thrill of my life. Yes, it is. Absolutely.
Was this your ambition, singing, when you were growing up?
Yeah, but I never really thought about making a living at it. You know, I thought I just done it for fun, and to think you could do something that's that much fun and make a living out of it is tremendous.
You write any music?
I've wrote a lot of songs, wrote probably 400 or a little better during my lifetime. I don't write a lot anymore. It takes a lot of concentration, a lot of time.
Do you sing any of the songs in your show?
Well, yeah, I do some of the songs that I wrote. I wrote some duets for Dolly and I, and wrote some of the things that I do.
Yeah. You've done so much for country music in the past 30 years, 32 years. What's ahead?
Well, I think the people are really, it's a pretty good indication from what I've seen the last few years. People are liking real country again. I'm glad of that, because that's what I am, very country.
You are.
But I don't think that's the reason they like it that much. It's just the people, I think, are ready to hear real good, down-to-earth country music. Pretty good indication is this year, I think George Strait won the Entertainer of the Year. Very country man. His records are very country. Yeah. Simplicity. And people like that, I think, is a good indicator as to what they're going to like. I think they'll like the real pretty harmony sounds. Randy Travis, another good example. He's very country. So I think that's where it's going.
What happened to the country sound since when you were Satisfied Mind and Green Grass of Home, you know, all your...
It's almost went entirely a complete circle since then, you know, like all the strings and the voices and the real and the pretty sounds and things. All the way around to now where I think they want to hear more acoustic music, more authentic sounds, more pretty harmony, not something done with a synthesizer and the electronic stuff, but just pretty pure sound.
No, and they're doing it now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I appreciate your hospitality and stopping in and visiting me here in Southern Country.
Well, listen, I thank you very much. It's been my pleasure.
My pleasure.
And thank you for liking country music so well, for having me on the show and saying hello to all your viewers.
My ears don't listen to anything but country.
Keep it that way.
Thanks again.
Thank you.
This is Herb. I want to thank you and thank Porter once again. Until next time, keep smiling and keep it country.